It is next day reaction time here on the Chiefs Report. Tyler Jones here with you. Thanks for joining us with a look back at the Chiefs' 24-23 loss to the Detroit Lions on Saturday. Let's take a look at our winners and losers from Saturday's contest. Before we dive too further into this, we will go over the numbers here for you. As you can see, Chris O with a solid day. The Chiefs quarterback battling for that number 3 or 4 spot. See who's ultimately going to be the practice squad quarterback behind Carson Wentz. He was 6 or 7, 97 yards, led the Chiefs in passing with a touchdown. Prince led the Chiefs in rushing with 7 carries, 49 yards. Cornell Powell with 1 catch for 64 yards and a touchdown. The play of the day that everybody's talking about across the internet was the shovel pass that Mahomes had to Travis Kelce. We saw those guys, the starters, play for much of the first half for Kansas City. Let's go over the winners and the losers. Got to start off with Xavier Worthy. He is worthy. He was able to put together his first preseason career touchdown catch off of a pass from Carson Wentz. He ended the day with 3 catches for 62 yards and a touchdown score off of 6 targets. Xavier Worthy was fantastic. And you think about this when it comes to Xavier Worthy, too. When we start this season here in a couple of weeks, when the Chiefs open up against the Baltimore Ravens, we don't know what the Chiefs receiving corps is going to look like. Is Hollywood Brown going to play? It doesn't look like it right now, but he hasn't been ruled out completely yet. But you can pretty much bet on him not playing, it would seem, right now. Rashee Rice, we're waiting to see if there's going to be a suspension or not as far as that goes. So Xavier Worthy is going to be asked to play a significant role immediately, right away. And so far, what he's shown us in training camp and what he's shown us in the preseason, he's ready to go. He's ready for his name to be called and play a big role in this Chiefs offense right away. I liked what I saw from him on Saturday. He had a very good showing. Name a winner from the Chiefs-Lions game. I got plenty more to get to here in just a moment besides just Xavier Worthy. Who are some names that come to mind? Weigh in the comment section and let us know what you think. Folks, we had a great time at our watch party here on Saturday, and we're going to be live for a lot of Chiefs football games this season, including the preseason finale against the Chicago Bears coming up on Thursday night. Of course, we'll be live for the opener, the regular season opener against the Baltimore Ravens. If you're a diehard Kansas City Chiefs fan, you got to be subscribed to the channel. We are on the verge of reaching 56,000 subscribers here on the Chiefs Report, just over 700 away from that next milestone. For daily Chiefs coverage, live shows, news and rumors, Q&A mailbags, and more, it's all in one place right here on the Chiefs Report. Subscribe now, youtube.com/ChiefsTV. You'll be glad you did. Kadarius Tony, welcome back to the losers list. Another bad outing for Kadarius Tony. Again, 2 targets his way, 1 catch for -4 yards. Kadarius Tony, I mean, he's making this decision, I think, easy for the Chiefs when it comes to if he should be on this roster or not when the season begins. And I've just seen nothing from him. He's been banged up a lot, obviously. And even when he's been on the football field, he hasn't played that great either. Another just bad day from Kadarius Toney. I am so done with Kadarius Toney. I'm ready to move on from him. We'll see what the Chiefs do, whether they can find a trade partner or if they cut him. I would be shocked at this point if he makes the 53-man roster. Something would drastically have to change between now and roster cutdown day to show us something that we just haven't seen from the guy. It was not his day against Detroit. Another receiver on the winners list, this time we're going to go Rashee Rice. And Rashee Rice, I mean, I liked what I saw from Rashee Rice. 4 catches, 35 yards, off of 5 targets, 14-yard long, just consistently found ways to get open. His route running was really good. Just a solid day from Rashee Rice. And, you know, we've talked a lot about this offseason with Rashee Rice, of everything that's gone on, right? But when it's mattered, when Rashee Rice has needed to buckle in and focus on football, I mean, he's shown himself of how good he is and how good he can be. And I think that this year, I thought he had a very solid rookie season. I think he's still got another couple steps forward to go. I think he takes some big steps this year. And depending on how many games he plays, he'll be in the discussion to be a Pro Bowler based on that amount. If he plays the full season, we'll see what the suspension is, if there is any at all. Watch out, Rashee Rice. He is going to be very good, I think. Ian Book, next on our losers list. And Ian Book's on this losers list for a couple of reasons. Stats weren't anything flashy. 2 of 4, 16 yards. Also got sacked as well. But the fact that Chris O outplayed him, and Chris O had a good day, leading the Chiefs in passing with 6 of 7 completions for 99 yards, 1 touchdown, the way he played. These guys, they're fighting for a spot on the practice squad, right? They're not fighting for a spot in the active roster. The Chiefs are only going to carry Mahomes and Wentz on that active roster. Ian Book, he's got some competition of who's going to be that practice squad quarterback. And, Book, he's shown some flashes here and there. We saw a little bit in that Jags game last week. This wasn't his day today compared to what Chris O did. So Ian Book lands on our losers list there. We've named a couple already. We got one more to get to, but want to hear from you guys. Who is a loser that comes to mind from the Chiefs' performance against the Detroit Lions? Give me a name. Way in the comments section. Let us know. Today's show is sponsored by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the place to go for daily fantasy made easy. Here's how it works. You choose 2 or more players on any given category. Get the choice of more or less, whether you're talking fantasy points in football, maybe it's points in basketball, goals in hockey, home runs in baseball, all sorts of different sports and categories you can choose from. Here's what I rolled with on Saturday. I had Justin Ross hitting more than 17.5 receiving yards. That did not happen. He did not have a single catch, so unfortunately didn't go so well for me there. I did have Kenny McIntosh of the Seattle Seahawks to have more than 25.5 rushing yards. That did hit, though. Let's say, in theory, that both of those would have hit if I put $20 down. That would have made me $60 on Prize Picks, folks. Play along with me. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Promo code CLNS for a $100 deposit match on your first deposit. The link is in the comments and the description of today's video. Prize Picks, proud partner of today's show here on the Chiefs Report by Chat Sports. Carson Steele, the man of steel, was making some plays. The stats don't tell the full story. 3 carries for 8 yards. But, I mean, he was physical, and he was getting involved. Also had a couple catches in this game as well. Carson Steele, to me, is making a strong case to make this 53-man roster. And the Chiefs are going to have some tough decisions when it comes to how they're going to work this running back room. Do you go with 3 running backs? Do you go with 4 running backs? Do you keep Steele on as well as Prince? How do you figure that out between the two? I like what they both bring to the table. It was a good day for Carson Steele. Last on the losers list, Mecole Hardman. Man, Mecole Hardman, just mental errors time and time again, running the wrong routes. Last week it was special teams. This week it was something else. I mean, the things just add up time and time again. I'm disappointed with Mecole. I still think he makes the 53-man roster, but it's, how many years has he been in the league now? 4, 5, 6 years? And he's still making mistakes like a rookie at this point. And I'm just tired of that. I wish Mecole could mature a little bit and, not make those mental errors that he continues to make, and we saw those again. Winners list, how about Keith Taylor Jr.? There was a touchdown where he missed a tackle early in the game, and it was it was a bad look for Keith Taylor. But then the way that he recovered in the second half to get a very nice interception and the way that he turned things around, to me, I thought that was great to see him go from making a big mistake to then putting that behind him and getting a key interception. Big turnaround for him. I thought that was great to see, to not let that missed tackle that gave up that touchdown really kind of stand in his way mentally. What's your confidence level in the Chiefs right now? I'm feeling sky high about this team. I got to go with a 9.5. I don't care that they lost on Saturday. This team's in great shape. This team's still the team to beat. Nothing's changed there. What's your confidence level? Weigh in. Last on our winners list, I got to go with Jaden Hicks. I loved what I saw from Jaden Hicks last week against the Jags. Another good outing again for Jaden Hicks of what he was able to do. 6 tackles, 1 pass breakup, 4 solo tackles. Jaden Hicks, he's making a case to get significant playing time on this Chiefs team. We'll be talking about Jaden Hicks plenty this season. I think that he's going to be a very fine football player and be a valuable piece for this Chiefs team for many years to come. Thanks for joining us here on the Chiefs Report. For continuing Chiefs coverage, subscribe now, youtube.com/ChiefsTV. I'm Tyler Jones. We'll see you next time.